Hi guys, welcome back to another small video. Today it's a Fusion video, and I have made this model in Fusion. It's gonna have rings here where you can put a screw through to attach this to a pole. And if you ever try to put something and you want it exactly in the middle, you know that may sometimes be a little bit difficult. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make like tiny placeholders for the center point on the inside here, and I want that to be in the form of an X like this. So in this case I have gone in and I did an analysis. Let me see if it's this one, this, and I go in and I make a let me see, I made a sketch. Is it this or is it this? Maybe that one. Edit. No, that's the wrong one. 1 second. Edit. So I made a sketch on a plane that goes like this, and my ultimate goal is I started by making this line, and I made it 75 degrees because it makes it easier to print when it's kind of vertical like that. And I also have it extending all the way to the top, and then I use these two and I use this one to mirror it, so I get an identical on this side. Now there is no easy way to make a square extrusion along a sketch line, so what you need to do is you need to cheat a little bit. So you go in, you take this one, and I'm also going to show you one of the coolest features ever in Fusion. And when you have this line selected, you can go and I'm not in sketch mode. You can select this line and you can go up to construction and you select the one where you have a construction plane at angle. Usually there are two options: it's construction and offset plane, and offset plane on an angle. So you can just click on this after you mark the object, or you can click on it afterwards, and then you click OK, and then you get a line here that is online like that. Now that is not what I want, so you go back, click that, and you click on this, and then I say I want to rotate that 90 degrees like this. Then you get an offset plane that is 90 degrees into the hole, and that is what we want. Now another cool feature with the offset planes in Fusion is that you can expand them. If you see here, if you go close to the edge, you get a point. If you click, hold, and you can then just drag the point. You can do that the same thing on the other side, but I'm not in that selection now. Now you can see that you're covering the whole area. It will make it much easier to see where you are working. So I'll just drag it down a little bit like this, and then I will do the same thing on the other side. You see here, now you've got the offset plane that you create a sketch on that side. So I'll do the same on the other one. Here, offset plane and 90 degrees, and OK, and then I'll just go in and I'll drag it out just a little bit so you can see. I love that feature because it makes it so easy to see which sketch plane you're working on. Now I want to make an object that extrudes along this line, and to do that I have to make sketches. So I start with the first one, which is this one. So I just right click and make sure it's gray, right click and select sketch. And then for ease of working, I'm just going to change the section analysis to this side, and then I just go all the way into the hole so I can see where I'm working, and OK. And then just change the plane. I want to see the other side back, and I want to rotate it a bit. So now you can see you're looking straight at it, but if you angle it sideways, you can see that you're actually working on a plane that is in the middle. Now what I want to do is I want to have a square that goes from the center. So you go to inside the sketch, you go to the square tool. No, sorry. Before that, you need to project a few things. You need to project these two lines, and then you need to project something else afterwards, but I'll do that. And let's see, I'll press OK, P for project. And you also need to project the circle of the hole. Just hold your mouse over the hole and click, and then press OK. Now you will see that you have got tools that show you the lines here. Okay, and it's hard because it's there. Now you can see it better. You can see you have projected lines here, you have projected lines here and here. Now in addition, I want to do another fix of this later, but we'll get to that. So now I have projected those lines, and I can remove the preview of the sketch I have from before, because I don't want to look at that at the same time. It can be confusing. So I'll just remove the preview of that. So now we only see what we have projected in. And so I'll go back to that sketch, edit, and then you can see that it should actually have shown a projection of this. I'll just remake that projection, P for project, and I want to project the holes. Hang on, let's see, edit, and then I want to, let me see, I need to remove the construction plane I'm not supposed to be working on. Should be there, P for project, and then is that the hole I need to check? There. Now I will just remove the let me see. Okay. Let's see. I just need to undo the section analysis here. Yeah, you can see this line that I got here. That is it goes edge to edge of the hole. And that is what we want for now. So I'll just go back to the sketch, edit sketch, and I'll reset the view so I can see what I'm working on. To see that we're actually working on the correct plane, I'm just gonna go and select it. Sorry, there's a model with a lot of views. That is this one, and that is this one. So I'll remove this one, I'll just work on this one. Okay. Now, the section view is not showing correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new section analysis. And then I'm going to do a section analysis exactly on that plane, just by selecting that plane and OK. Now you will see you have a perfect intersection of that plane. So the section analysis follows that plane. Now the next thing you do is you go into the square tool, make sure you select the center point square, and then you create a square, and then you have to, on this one, which is the width, it will be equal on both sides. One part will be outside the inside of the hole, and the other one will be inside the hole. So you need to know how big it is. So in my case, I want the extruded object to be 0.5 millimeters. So 0.5, and it will do that in both directions. That's fine. Now, what I am missing here is I need to constrain those paths, and I can do that by marking that one, press D, and then I can select the other path and just let's see, I will remove that one for now. It's a little bit confusing, so D, and I will constrain that with this. Sometimes it's annoying because it works before. Cancel. This and this. There. Now I got it constrained. It's just for reference, okay? Now what I do want is I want to have a line that separates this square into two. So the easiest way to do this is to go to this point we projected, which is the edge, and it is also in the center. So you go L for line, you mark the dot you had, and then you just go to the end and you see you get like a triangle that indicates you're on the middle. Click, and then you just make a line to the other side, and as you can see it's exactly in the middle. You press, and then you get a new line along the path. So I'm just gonna select the sketch line X, gonna make that dotted. Sketch line X there. So now we have a line that goes through the whole middle of that object. And what you can do now is you can extrude only that part. And if you look from the other view here, E for extrude, and then you select symmetrical, symmetric, then it will do it in both directions by an equal value. Now I already said I want this value to be 0.5 inwards, and I want it to be perfectly square, so I'll set 0.5 to each 0.25 to each side. 0.25, and I want to make it into a join because I want it to be a solid object inside. Okay, so if you look from the side now, you can see that it has split it in two, but you can see you get the bar here. And if I just remove the maybe there's a quick way to do this, I don't know it, but let's see. So I'll just remove the section analysis here, and we'll look from the underside, and you will see exactly what's gonna happen. Here, so you get a bar there. You get the bar there that goes exactly through the middle, okay? And you need to make it extend a little bit out of the side because, as you can see, it's circular, so it will need to be sort of extending a little bit. So I'll just press join, okay. So now I got that. Now what you easily can do now is actually I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna create a new object because it makes it edit, and instead of join I'm gonna select new body. Okay, now I'll activate another sketch. This is the original sketch I had. Let's see. Oh, come on. There. I think it was this. Nope, this. This one I think it was. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I want to make a clone of that, but in the other direction. So what I'm doing is I go up and I select the new body, and then I select create mirror, and I have selected the object mirror plane, and of course I need to activate the plane first. Sorry about that. So I want to show the plane I've been working on, and it's this one. See, it's exactly on the side, and think I need to use the other one. Let's see. I'm just looking from the bad perspective. Yeah, I need to use the plane I used here, so that should be not this one, not this one, not this one. Okay, so I'll just make a plane, and I want to mirror it along that axis here. So I'll just make a plane on an angle 90 degrees like that. Okay, now I have a plane I can do the split with. So I just do mirror, and then I select the body, this one, and then I select the mirror plane, this one, and then you get an exact copy the other way. And then select new body, okay, and then for a reference I'll just merge those two. So I have the main one, and then I select modify, combine, and then join. And I don't want to keep the tools because they're already been used. I click on this and this, and then I join it to the main one. Okay. You see they disappear from the list here, but now they are part of the main structure, which is this one. And then let's see. There, now you have that there. Now I can go, let's see, I have this one, let's see, this sketch, no, this sketch here is on the plane, so I'll go in and I'll edit the sketch. Okay, give me a second here. I'll just section analysis that, so I can work easier with the object. Right side. Ah, I see, I did something wrong here. Let me go back a bit. So I did an error here with the way I set the planes. I'm not going to use that one. I need to edit this. I need to section analysis this, just so I can see. And the right side, okay. Now I'm exactly on the angle I want. So I have this line here, and I want to create a plane on that line because that is the mirror line I want to use. Okay, there. So I'll create a mirror. Now it actually makes the mirror in the exact correct way I want it. Okay, and I'll just rename that construction plane to middle section, just as an example. Now now I can do the see, create mirror body. I want to select this body, and then mirror plane is this tiny plane here. And now I press new body and OK. So now we have that. Give me a second. This combine, and then select, join, and the two bodies, and OK. That is exactly as it should be. Now I'll just right click this one again, edit sketch, and I'll actually to be able to see what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it a bit differently. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make a new sketch on this surface, and then I'm gonna create a circular opening here. But to do that I need to project the point first. Okay, so that's the middle point, and then I'm gonna make a sketch here. How big do I want it? I just want it big enough to be able to sort of 0.3 0.3. You can make it round, or you can make it square. Square will probably make it harder to print because it would want supports. So I'll just make it 0.4. Remember, this one will be destroyed when you put in the screw. It's just a placeholder to have the middle. Finish sketch, and then all you need to do is you need to extrude a hole, cut, and there you have it. You made a placeholder, and I'm just going to remove that. Plane and plane. And from the outside now, you have a placeholder that you can use to once again, you have a placeholder you can use to just attach to the screw to, because it's exactly in the middle, and then you can attach the thingy. So a few steps, but if you really want to find the middle of where you want to put the screw, that is an option. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.